If you're over 60 and your feet feel numb, cold, or tingly at night, you are not alone. And if you are like most people, you have probably been told to just keep walking or keep moving to fix it. But walking alone may not be enough. Most people think walking wakes up the entire foot. But walking may not wake up the tiny, deep muscles and quiet nerve pathways that your body has slowly stopped using. Long before modern gyms existed, ancient movement systems used pressure, controlled stillness, and tiny conscious motions to wake the body from the ground up. Today, modern science uses different words for these concepts: circulation, nerve signaling, muscle activation, and proprioception. Today, you'll learn 3 forgotten movements that may help wake up your feet, support better circulation, and help you feel the ground again. And number 1 looks almost too simple, but it may be the exact movement your body has been missing for years. Before we begin, comment your age and where you're watching from. Are you in the United States, Canada, the UK, Australia, or somewhere in Europe? This helps us build a community of people choosing strength, balance, and independence after 60. After 60, the body usually does not lose strength all at once. It goes quiet in layers. First, the small muscles stop working fully because we wear thick shoes and walk on perfectly flat floors. Then, the ankle joints move a little less. Next, the circulation pathways slow down. Finally, the brain receives weaker and weaker signals from the bottom of your feet. That is why a small symptom, like cold feet at night, a slight tingling in your toes, or a feeling of numbness, can slowly affect your walking, your balance, and your overall confidence. When the feet go quiet, the whole body becomes less stable. These movements are not a replacement for medical care. If your tingling is sudden, severe, affects only one side, or comes with dizziness or weakness, please seek medical help immediately. But for many seniors experiencing everyday stiffness and coldness, gentle daily movement can be a powerful way to support circulation, mobility, and body awareness. But this is only the first layer. To fix it, we have to start at the foundation. Let's begin the countdown. 3. The ankle flow, known today as seated ankle circles. This movement looks almost too small to matter. But for many people over 60, this is where the body begins to wake up. This is not just a foot exercise. This is a joint signal. Ancient movement systems treated the feet as the root of the body. They believed that if the root became stiff, the flow of energy to the rest of the body would be blocked, making the whole structure unstable. Modern science would describe this as synovial fluid activation. When you don't use the full range of motion in your ankles, the joints become dry and stiff. After 60, many people sit longer and walk with a shorter stride. Over time, the feet literally forget how to bend properly. Here is the protocol. Sit tall in a sturdy chair with both feet flat on the floor. Lift your right foot slightly off the ground. Slowly, very slowly, draw a large, smooth circle in the air with your toes. Do 10 circles clockwise. Then, do 10 circles counterclockwise. Switch to your left foot and repeat. Keep the movement slow and controlled. Breathe normally. If your ankle feels stiff or pops slightly, make the circle smaller. If it feels easy, make the circle wider. This may help wake up stiff ankles, lubricate the joint space, and prepare the foot for deeper movement. Stop if you feel any sharp pain. This first movement wakes up motion, but motion without flow is incomplete. The next movement goes deeper. 2. The ancient calf pump, also known as seated heel and toe raises. It looks like nothing from the outside, but inside the body, this movement sends a signal many seniors have not felt in years. This is not cardio. This is a reminder to your circulatory system. Old world movement traditions understood that the body works in rhythms. They knew that fluids in the body need a rhythmic pumping action to avoid becoming stagnant in the lower half. Modern anatomy calls this the calf muscle pump. Your calf muscles act as a second heart. When they contract, they squeeze the deep veins in your lower legs, pushing blood up against gravity and back toward your heart. When we sit too much, this pump goes completely silent. The result? Cold feet, heavy legs, and poor circulation. Here is the protocol. Sit comfortably in your chair with both feet flat on the ground. Slowly press the balls of your feet into the floor and lift your heels as high as you comfortably can. Squeeze the back of your calves for 2 seconds. Slowly lower your heels back down. Now, reverse it. Keep your heels on the ground and lift your toes up toward the ceiling. You should feel a stretch in the front of your shins. Hold for 2 seconds. Lower them down. Alternate between lifting the heels and lifting the toes. Do this for 10 to 15 full repetitions. This helps bring vital flow back into the feet and supports the pathways that keep your toes warm at night. As you try this, comment "Wake up" below if you can feel your lower legs becoming warmer or more active. Now your joints are moving. Your circulation is active. But flow still needs control. The next movement trains the deep signal between your feet and your brain. And now we come to number 1, the simplest movement in the entire routine, but possibly the most important. The first movements wake up motion and flow, but this final one teaches your body how to trust the ground again. 1. The ground press, a simple isometric foot activation. This is the ancient foundation movement. It is the movement many seniors stopped doing without realizing it. Ancient practitioners did not train only for appearance or speed. They trained to keep the body responsive and alive. They understood that strength begins with internal pressure, stillness, and the ability to truly feel the earth beneath you. Modern exercise science calls this isometric activation and proprioception. Proprioception is your nervous system's ability to sense where your body is in space. When your feet are numb or tingly, those nerve signals are weakened. This movement uses controlled, invisible pressure to force the brain to talk to the feet again. Here is the protocol. It is highly recommended to do this barefoot or in socks, so you can feel the floor. Sit tall in your chair. Place both feet completely flat on the floor, hip-width apart. Now, without lifting your heels, without moving your legs, simply press your toes and the balls of your feet firmly down into the floor. Imagine you are trying to push the floor away from you, or leaving footprints in wet sand. The joints will barely move, but the muscles under your feet and up your legs will instantly tighten. Hold this downward pressure for 3 full seconds. Breathe out as you press. Then, completely relax the foot. Repeat this 10 times. This is a quiet signal. It looks like you are doing nothing, but you are waking up the tiny nerve endings in the soles of your feet. This may help improve foot awareness, reduce the feeling of numbness over time, and support steadier walking. Now, let's turn these ancient-inspired movements into a simple daily routine you can actually follow. Before you try these, there is one detail that matters more than speed: consistency. You do not need an hour in the gym. You just need 3 minutes a day to send the right signal. Here is your daily protocol. 1 minute of the ankle flow, seated circles, to wake up the joints. 1 minute of the ancient calf pump, heel and toe raises, to wake up the circulation. 1 minute of the ground press, isometric pressure, to wake up the nerves. That is only 3 minutes. No heavy weights. No long, exhausting walk. Just a small daily signal to the feet, the nerves, and the circulation pathways that often go quiet after 60. If you commit to this gentle protocol, here is what you might experience. In the first week, you may simply notice more awareness. Your feet may feel slightly warmer in the evenings, or the joints may feel less stiff when you wake up. By week 2, the signal may feel clearer to your brain. You might notice that when you stand up, you feel a little more connected to the floor. By week 4, when practiced consistently, these small movements may become part of your body's daily foundation, helping you feel more confident and steady in your daily life. The body does not always need more effort. Sometimes it needs the right signal, repeated gently, every day. Walking is still incredibly valuable. You should keep walking. But after 60, walking alone may not always wake up the small muscles, stiff joints, and quiet nerve signals that your body depends on. These forgotten movements are simple, ancient-inspired, and easy to do right in your living room. The first restores motion. The second supports circulation. The final one reconnects your body with the ground. Start gently. Practice daily. Do not push through sharp pain. And remember, every small movement you do today is an investment in your independence tomorrow. The goal is not to become younger overnight. The goal is to keep your body responsive, steady, and independent for as long as possible. Which movement will you try first? For 3, number 2, or number 1? Comment below. And if this video helped you understand your body a little better, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone over 60 who wants stronger steps, better circulation, and more confidence.